Path is clear. Okay, just don't die to... That was dumb. I mean, it wasn't dumb. He just failed his fight, but... Unfortunately, we were robbed of a good climax by the power of Sour Pistol.
One of the few factors of RNG in the game. I want to talk about the respawn timer being random. That used to be a thing.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Well played from Furry though. I mean, this is kind of a breakout tourney for him in terms of like,
yeah.
When has this guy ever played an FFA tourney and just made it to bronze easy? He's guaranteed third. Shoutouts.
I don't think he played in the ladder. He just dabbled, I guess, and now we're here. Now we got Furry against Frosty, the rematch. Which, if it's best of one, it can really go either way.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous for Frosty, but I do think he's the better player and should win this as long as they don't do an arrow rematch.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that now. Or should. Yeah, we're back on number 1. If you're still there.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'll be back on number 1 in a second.
Well, SWAT, you know, routine and practice like that does help, but you can't just expect to just have raw amount of games equals skill. So
I'm not sure
you gotta have both.
I'm not sure what you're responding to, actually.
The SWAT's chat message.
What, about Master beating him the last couple practice games, or is my chat behind?
I guess your chat is behind.
Why is my chat behind? What's going on? Seems normal.
Like, I notice myself if I just play a lot, I just tend to be more in the swing of things and play better because of that. But that doesn't, you know, I think that's just because of my experience with the game, just complementing that, be more in the groove, and not just because I play a lot, I do a lot.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
No, for sure, you gotta practice the right way.
It's the same thing in League of... Sorry?
Well, League is... Fuck League, but also...
yeah, fuck League.
This is an interesting... Okay, they somehow vetoed a lot really fast, so they're playing Purgatory. I was about to start thinking about the vetoes, but now there's nothing to think about. They're playing Purgatory, so... Let's see what happens. I definitely think this favors Frosty. I really like his Purgatory game. Although, I may have destroyed him on Purgatory. I can't remember the last 3 games we played. But that doesn't even matter. Because he's got to play Furry Degenerate and not me. And he's going to put him on -1 early here with that explosion around the corner. Also, Furry just running... Yeah, that was a very optimistic play from Furry. But he gets 2 good pistols there. So Frosty... Yeah, he's going to lose the yellow. Although he has time to get good damage here, but not with pistol. Or, sorry, with rifle. But he's got rockets now. And Furry actually camps him intelligently, but with those rockets that he took, dude, it does not even matter. That is not... He's going to be regretting that. Okay, now it says welcome to the chat room, so I guess my chat was behind. But anyway, first yellow going to Furry, but not able to get control out of it. And Frosty is in great position here to both damage on health boost. Now he's going to choose to take health boost, which I like. Now he can kill Furry out of the teleporter. Perfect. And, well, he actually does take a lot of damage there. But he can rocket him off quad. Yeah, perfect. A little dangerous. I thought he should go for rockets there, but he gets the job done. Oh, not quite fast enough. I think he should have... Oh, he has no rockets. Okay, yeah. But anyway, it's all going fine. It's just a little sketchy. And now he should be able to get onto yellow with these rockets. Okay, big rifle. Don't peek there. Don't peek.
Don't have to take the chance. That's a good position to be in when you're letting the enemy come in there. So you shouldn't take that beat ever.
So now Frosty, he needs weapons, and then he could maybe actually exert some control here. Furry has only rockets, so if he can keep his distance from him. Frosty just going to camp on health boost. Furry is going to camp on yellow, so this could be interesting. No, Frosty just read his soul there. That was actually awesome. That was awesome. That was really well played from Frosty. I mean, it was a hard read, but he read his soul and ended up getting both items, and now Furry has some stacks, so he can... Okay, what was that fight, dude? Okay, well, now Frosty's only on 144, and he's in this quad. I think he should... Yep, exactly. Although, yeah, well played. I can't even get the words out fast enough. Holy rifle!
Wow.
I don't think he's going to be able to get yellow, but he's got quad, so he can kill... Yep, exactly. Well, he did everything right
doesn't even matter
until he hit the wall, but yeah, he did everything mentally right there. It was fine. It went after he took that fight around the corner and he took way too much damage, which was just unfortunate. It was the right idea to take that fight there. Then he was in a position where he had to deal with the quad YA split that was developing. He did the right thing to stall on quad and let Furry try to take it and do a bunch of damage. And then he was ending up being able to take it because he killed Furry first. But then he was low, so he did the right thing to not challenge for YA and wait to kill Furry with his quad. But then he hit the wall. Anyway, he's already gotten back into control. I just wanted to give a rundown of how he did everything right and still lost control. But he's back in it already. Quad's in 10. He's got the upper position. He's got all the weapons he needs. It would take a fucking miracle for him to lose his quad. He does take an uncomfortable amount of damage, but I think it's still going to be fine. Down to 20 HP. But yeah, it's still going to be okay. He's heard Furry take green, so he can expect Furry to be coming up down here or right here. Wow. Okay. Well played from Furry there, but yeah, well played from Furry. I don't know what Frosty's going to do here. Furry has an in here for sure. He's going to actually go to health boost. Fights him off, but not well enough. And now Furry's out in front for yellow, but he's not got the time, and it kills him. Gotta have exact timing there. Next one's going to be at 16. Frosty rotating onto the green. Furry's been just out of these. I think he can make his comeback if he gets control because he's playing reasonably well. But now he's gone passive with 20 health, which is not what you want to see. That's really going to make him... This is bad. This is very bad.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's just splitting it further apart.
Frosty's about to get absolutely everything, assuming he can move correctly here, which he can. I wouldn't have been able to, but he can. And so, yeah, this is bad. Furry needs another one of those crazy corner fights. Not with Rifle. Rifle's not going to help him here. Yeah, just camp one of these corners like he's been doing. It's been working really well for him. Well, he gets caught with Rifle up, but he hits the Rifle, so only 20 damage short of what he would have done. And Frosty, 2 seconds, and then yellow armor. 16. Nice peak damage from Furry there. He's got onto health boost in green, so this is a good... Furry's done well to get himself some items here. Furry again doing well, but he's too early. Frosty should be able to get down there and kill him in time. No delay, just straight on. Yep. No, he screws up the fight. No, it's okay. Although I don't know why I'm rooting for the guy who's got 18 frags to the other, for instance, 3. Anyway, yeah, Frosty's playing beautifully. I don't think Frosty's made a single mistake, honestly. I think the only things that have happened to him have been that it's hard to keep full control in Sour because of the amount of damage that everything does. But I think his actual plays, he's made the right play basically every time. Gets a nice little nade there onto Furry. Yeah, I switched paws right as that was happening, but that was sick. And now Frosty will take the next yellow, and this game is over.
It did take almost 7 minutes for it to be absolutely over, though.
Arguably, it was over before. I was just too focused on the actual gameplay to think about the fact that it was over. But Frosty has played an immaculate purgatory there. I don't even know what Furry was supposed to do.
Make the map, so you know.
Yeah, but it's not like it's a complicated layout. I mean, compared to Conflict, I think I got the download on this map after like 4 games.
Yeah, this is not as hard as Conflict, but it can be a little confusing here.
It is, and you have to, yeah, no, for sure. There's not. I'm not saying it's an insta-learn map, but it's definitely a simpler map. That I don't think. I don't know. I don't know how much Furry's played it, but I think Frosty just played really well. I don't know what could have been done necessarily.
The first thing that I had to realize, even after playing it like twice, that was when I realized that the TPs are actually mirrors. And that helped a lot.
Oh man, Frosty affirmatively doing the forfeit. I guess that makes sense. When your opponent says GG, it seems fair to forfeit him.
I'm not sure who said it. If the master is allowed to set it, and not just the admin.
I don't know, but who cares?
So we got Frosty Master rematch now.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Having the advantage.
This is exciting. I would you have to say Master's the favorite because he's got the 1 map advantage, and I think these players are so close in skill. But Frosty can absolutely win this. I think this is going to be really good.
I'm really interested in the map picks here. Because Frosty gets a pick first.
Yeah, he does. And I mean, I think I've pretty much made my decision on what I think works for Frosty here. Although Jamra's probably watching the stream, so maybe I won't restate my opinions there until they're safely playing the game and not trying to steal my opinions, because I know Master's making all his decisions just based on what this one washed up FFA caster has to say about shit, and not just being a good player that he is, deciding based on that. But either way, we will. Where's Master? We're gonna need Master to play the game. Tenchi, you were doing so badly on Arrow Walk and doing such dumb shit that I basically left the game open and totally stopped paying attention. And then you made this whole huge comeback while I wasn't paying attention. And then I got back to start judging you after you'd already made the comeback. So basically, sucks to be as far as how your game got casted. Yeah, Furry, the problem was that you played Arrow Walk, which can't play Arrow Walk if you want to lose as you, because your Arrow Walk is really good. Elisa said you watch Quake, which I would have to say looks like the case, because you seem to have a much better understanding of Arrow than Sour players seem to.
And we get the Hades again.
Yeah, well, it worked for him.
That was the one map he won, yeah.
I think Purg, Hades. I don't know. I think Purg and Hades are his. Purg, Hades, and Corruption, even though he lost Corruption, I think are his clear.
Just pray he doesn't tilt that time if it happens again.
Yeah, nice camping spot there from Frosty. Using the MG advantage very nicely, and he should be able to get onto yellow. He has to know what Master has, and what Master has is lots of MG, but he catches him off. Not sure why Master didn't guess that he would come from there, to be honest, because you can check the other pipes more quickly and expect him from that position, but whatever. He gets the drop on Master, and now Master's in difficulty early. Master's going to get onto MG, but Frosty can lord over this upper position. I think Master should just... How did he get up here? I guess he took the ladder, and Frosty did not realize it, so now Master's actually in great shape, and he's going to be able to get either health boost or yellow for free. In fact, he just kills Frosty. Yeah, I don't know, Frosty. That was an overcommit. He should have accepted the split. But now...
But Frosty could have just... I think he still had time to just jump on the yellow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He tried to have his cake and eat it too. He needed to just pick one of them. Anyway, he gets good rockets on the quad and allows Master to end up suiciding. So not all is lost. Sick rifles there from Master, by the way. Very stylish. But he is going to die. Frosty should be able to take... This is slightly delayed, but he's got the good position here. But Master's rockets are just that sick. That was actually sick from Master. I thought Frosty was going to be able to get that because he had, again, no hit push on MG makes that harder, but still. Anyway, Frosty does have weapons and green. He just needs to not run into Master. Although he's making a lot of noise with that teleport. They're going to probably meet at health boost here. Or no, Frosty looks like he's... Yep, Frosty's taking up the yellow position. Again, yellow's a little delayed, but he's able to make Master think about it enough with those spam rockets. So that actually worked out great for Frosty. If I'm Master there, I think I rush onto Frosty rather than let him... Or I probably just take rifles. I don't know. Either way, now they're going to have a very even fight here, which Frosty's going to win.
Frosty could play back with the 60 MG that he had, so yeah.
Oh, he fucks that up, though. He does get the kill. That's not too bad. I mean, but yeah, he played that right until he just screwed up by not killing Master efficiently enough.
Could have been a bigger advantage here.
But I do like that he went around to kill Master first. He had plenty of time to do that. He just sort of screwed up. So Master, those few MG bullets were huge. This long-range MG is huge. He's both skilled and lucky to have hit that much long-range MG. It really made things easier for him. And great rifle there. That's great to have the confidence to do that and finish the kill efficiently. And Master's going to give him some frags. And he's got time now. I think he needs to let health boost go, which he's doing, but now he has to... No, Master's on... Now Master's going to get yellow. Why did they do it that way? What? That should not have happened that way. Frosty should have gone to yellow and assumed Master was on health boost. But instead, Master went to yellow and Frosty went to health boost. There's no reason...
health boost to see if Master was there, and then he could have still gone for yellow.
No, he did not have time to do that. He needed to go straight to yellow. There was no reason for him to go on to health boost there. Anyway, he's still fine because he's done so much damage.
Oh, that
wow.
Just immediately saw that.
Okay, well, he managed to bank 5 frags, and Master still doesn't have control there, but...
How does he know?
Yeah, has he been SWAT? Yeah, I don't know why. It was really dumb to do it there. And now Master with some more stylish rifles. And he gets spawn luck, although it's not that really... Frosty could have just hit more pistol there and it wouldn't have really mattered. But quick, efficient kill. And now Frosty does finish him off. So now Frosty, with just a nade, is going to go stand here and he's going to be fine.
But
you see,
he was literally
that was
next to health was had both.
No. He needed to go where he did. That was funny there because he was indecisive about whether or not MG would be spawned in the room, and it wasn't. And as a result, he lost a lot of momentum. But he's gonna pick up all the weapons he needs, and they're gonna have a fair fight on quad. Master's camping Frosty at a spot where he's not gonna be, and now Master's the one who's gonna have to push in on quad. Frosty is there. No.
No, he's not.
Why did he do that? It worked out fine. Everything's planned. It's all perfect. Frosty is the best. That was very weird, but fine. I mean, if you're confident in your movement...
The universe just sets it out for you like that.
Something like that. I just don't know why he thought Master would be down there. I guess because Master goes down there a lot, but... I don't know. I just don't like making the assumption there. But it's fine. Everything's fine. And now Master is going to camp and try to do damage on the yellow armor drop, but he can't do that because health boost is up. And he gets the worst spawn we've seen all day, by the way. That was a terrible spawn.
And he's alive. On 5 HP.
Yeah, no, he might as well be dead on 5 HP. And now, yeah, Frosty's in great shape now. I'm not even sure. I mean, Master's got to play the long game here.
When he dropped down from the quadrant, like, you can make the assumption that he's down there, but you don't have to drop your position there.
I mean, in a way, it worked out. It got the test. I mean,
all right,
let me put it this way. What Frosty did, he dies somehow here, and Master gets yellow armor because Sauron. What Frosty did actually was perfect. It's just that it seems like it shouldn't have worked. But like, yeah, that was wild. Technically, what Frosty did actually, I guess, has an 100% guaranteed success rate because he timed it exactly right. So if you have exact timing on quad and you drop early to bait out the shot and then go back up, it's actually like the god play. But I would never do that because it's just so risky.
Right.
But if you do it perfectly, it's not risky at all. So anyway, pretty crazy stuff about like 3 minutes ago that I'm still talking about. And now crazy rifles from Master are going to stop Frosty from accomplishing much. They're going to have another fair fight. which Master is looking to win. But he's on nothing now. Not a fight he wanted to win. Took the fight too early. And now, well, he's zoned out Frosty, actually. But Master's on nothing. Actually, this is perfect for Frosty. And he even kills, yeah.
Oh. Almost got away with it, even though he would have died on the yellow regardless.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Even if he loses quad here, it's literally fine. He just needs to die on it pretty much. Yep, that's fine. Nice rifles. Frosty should have this one in the bag about now. 14 is not super comfortable, so he can't just relax, but
it's also only 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, Master takes a lot of damage getting that kill. So as long as Frosty can get all this MG and then take a smart position. Oh, well, Master actually totally reads his soul and kills him. All right, 12 frags. We'll see whether there's any nerves from Frosty here. He knows he has to win this. He's almost won it. That's where the focus sometimes gets difficult. Master takes armor, 34. Frosty knows it. Good damage there.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
If Master can get this health boost, Frosty's gone too passive.
Damage in 10 seconds.
It's too early in the game to do that.
Well, also because he's like, yeah, he should just get below and do... No, what is he doing? Okay, he's going to hide. That's fine, actually. You either go full passive or you don't go passive at all. This is fine. He can do this repeatedly and win the game.
Yeah, if he can keep this up for 130, then he's good. But I'm sure Master knows that spot. Yep.
I would go back to the exact same spot.
They'll never expect it again. Oh yeah, now he's doomed to run for a minute, basically.
He's actually done great damage there. He might be able to now stop running if he wants to. Yeah, he's got a fair fight here.
Health boost in 10
Okay,
seconds.
26.
Good first rocket.
Goes for the air rocket, misses it. This should be unlosable if he just... He can turtle now. Good rockets.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Now you hide. Now you hide. You need a new spot because he already did that one.
A lot of time. Or like a lot of frags in that time to just stall it out, basically.
This is fine.
Yeah, this is
fine. That's a good spot even. I would have stayed there. Oh, this isn't even... No, you can't go there.
That's clipped. Damn. Frosty going to the pipes.
Alright, well, I don't know why he just ran forward there, but it's fine. He's just making the scoreline look close for Sour Tracker. And Frosty does survive.
Suicided twice.
He went passive too early, but I like that he really did a really nice job recovering it. He did some really crucial damage, and then he was comfortable going back to being passive and taking some smart hiding spots.
Pick. If it's 2-2, it's veto, right? Or no?
No, it's grand finals. It's picks all the way, I think.
Okay. So
I mean, it's a matter of opinion, but it's Frosty's turning, and he says yes.
Tied up. 1-1.
This will be interesting. Frosty's had a few arrows today, and he can still win it, even playing it so-called the wrong way, like I discussed. So I think this is going to be pretty interesting.
We will establish this as the Frosty way if he starts winning.
Nico, do Ukrainians just really like cats? Which, shoutouts if they do. I'm a cat person. But it seems like every Ukrainian that I've known in Sour has been like a big cat person.
That's like a Doofenshmirtz nickel quote you got there.
I don't know what that means. Anyway,
if I had a nickel for every time I met a Ukrainian person crazy about cats, I would have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Oh my god. Why is everyone making that reference lately?
Because Phineas and Ferb is an underrated kids show.
Well, I don't... But yeah, but why is it blown up now? That particular reference.
It's not blown up now. I mean, it's been a thing for years.
My life is the only thing that matters, and everyone keeps saying that around me specifically, therefore it has blown up now. A lot of people just like cats. Yeah, Nico, that's a good point. Anyway, this topical Sauerbraten commentary brought to you by Nodas and Elisa. Frosty is going to take yellow over health boost, which he should be able to manage, except that he's taken too long and he's gonna die. What the fuck? Those sorts of things only happen to Frosty. Let me just say, that was like, so those sorts of things just happen to Frosty, I feel like.
He's so tilted. I can tell. Oh no.
No, let's not get carried away. I'm just saying. And that was tilting. You definitely get tilted for a second after that happens. But now he's taking a fine-ish position. That somehow that never works because there's no hit push, so the rocket rush is just fine. Master takes yellow a little early there. He could have delayed it more. Although it's actually, there's no point though, because it's already synced pretty well. It's already delayed nicely from health boost. So, yeah, Master's in great shape to get the next health boost and really run the map for a while.
Yeah, but I don't see Frosty getting on yellow either.
Yeah, exactly. Master should be able to win this health boost easy peasy and then take yellow armor, and he's going to be tanked. And Frosty needs to just sit back and do rifles. This is incredibly that worked, but it really doesn't accomplish anything because Master's on so much yellow already. All right, we're going to watch Master run the map here, and he's going to show us how to do it. This is beautiful. He knows Frosty can only move through on the left side.
You can also drop back down.
This is exactly what you're supposed to do. Frosty, if you ever decide to watch this stream, Master is showing you how to actually play Arrow Walk correctly right now.
Never let him get out of that spot.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's always the thing that's so nice when people have the aim to back these strategies up.
Yes, that is true.
A lot of the times this stuff just doesn't matter.
Yes, that is absolutely true, which is how Frosty keeps beating me on Arrow Walk. Because he's got the aim to invalidate my idea of how to play the map correctly. But Master is showing him how to do it correctly.
I mean, we all do.
A lot of pistol damage. Maybe Frosty will be able to get back control, but Master has shown him a nice little 10 frag lead that he's just about opened up here from that run of correct control. So Frosty...
So now Master did lose the game. He is trying to get back because he still has the weapons to contest it.
Yeah, SWAT. Master did take some risks that he maybe didn't need to take there, but on the other hand, he was in such a flow, and he did get so many kills. I have a hard time... I don't know. Against you, then maybe I'd be more worried that he's going to get punished, but with the way Frosty is shown on this map, I kind of worry that all he needed to do was do that once, and Frosty will never be able to exercise enough control to get back. Know what I'm saying?
Health boost.
He had a few glimpses of hope here, but Master always managed to take it back so far.
If Frosty just doesn't seem to know how to run this map, I feel like. Yeah, absolutely SWAT. But if... I think it... Yeah, exactly. I would just be restating everything I said, but basically that I think banking 10 frags of a lead, it's not safe, but it might just be enough.
Oh, no. Oh,
yeah, no, they're just going to take some turns killing each other for a while here.
Yeah, and in the end, Master's the one with the lead.
Also now he's gotten a huge weapons advantage. This isn't too bad for Frosty. He should be able to do rifles off the yellow armor platform. Nope, he turns around and goes back for no reason. And that's what I'm talking about. He just missed that opportunity for free damage and to get time on the yellow. Maybe Frosty can do better if he just, like, plays it more like a fic. Because that's kind of what he did on that life, and it got him most of the way back.
Oh my god, if that works, please just hit another one, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, seriously.
That was some highlight reel.
Okay, health boost. He can't just jump onto it. But he needs to get some damage, though. Yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of. But it was a tough position for Frosty. I don't know exactly what he should have done. Nice rifle, but...
Just get it back. I guess some semblance.
Okay.
But he's so low. Ah.
Get the rockets. I don't think his timing was exact there. $27-15. I mean, it's still doable for Frosty, but it's playing out exactly like I thought it would, which is that Master just needed to bank those 10 frags, and Frosty wouldn't know how to get back.
Just bank 10 frags. Just do it. If you ever want to win, just do it.
Okay, Frosty, nice position here for him. Keep these nades going. Just keep him going. Yep.
Oh,
and he can get both. He's got enough weapons to get both.
I'm not sure if Master had a choice.
Okay, this is Frosty's chance. Can he do it? What has he learned about keeping control on this map, if anything? He does need to finish this kill here, but he needs to get on weapons more.
Master is doing the one thing.
No. Oh my god, that worked. I was pretty worried about it. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah.
Oof.
Just not cautious enough, dude. You cannot chase these frags. There's no reason to chase these frags on Arrow.
Ooh.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's not okay.
It's not okay. It sucks. Yeah, he's done. I think he's a little checked out. But I want to see him try. There's 2 minutes.
10 seconds.
I think he just doesn't know what to do. I just think he fundamentally does not know what to do on this map, which happens. I don't know what to do on Conflict. Yeah, sometimes you just don't know what to do. You have to play a map more until you figure out what to do. Or watch some demos or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no shame in that. Frosty's not grinding FFA all the time. This is not some learning disability, but he just doesn't quite know what to do on this map yet.
I'm thinking that's it on this map.
Yeah.
So it's 2-1. Match point. With what's left?
We might see a Tox. I wonder if
Corruption, Headroom, and Tox.
I think that Frosty should pick Corruption, and then Master might pick Tox.
As a viewer, obviously, I want to see Headroom.
Headroom is not actually that good.
Hey, come on, man.
But it is Headroom. So I don't really care whether we see Headroom or not.
No, I don't think that was his grenade there. I think Master just spammed a lot of them. That ended up killing him post-death there. Headroom is super pog.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
You know, it's not like you could just... The stream client is not complicated. Pretty much, I don't think it would be that hard for someone else to do.
Was that the one with the timings?
Yeah.
Neat.
So I did kind of think Arrow was going to be a free win for Master, but it
Not
still
sure about
hurts.
free, but it turned out to be pretty free. Like wouldn't have said before that it was absolutely free.
Yeah, I mean, it was never going to be absolutely free, but it's just better at the map. All right, yeah, corruption, that's the pick I would have picked. Frosty seems to agree. I think he very much sort of threw on the last corruption. I mean, Master could absolutely win this, not just because he already has, but because I don't think Frosty's corruption advantage is so, like, gigantic. I just think it's one of his best maps, and if he plays
just here
well,
for
he
his
can win.
corruption redemption arc.
Yeah, something like that. He played the start really well last time. It's just that when he lost control, he fed like 6 frags, and that ended up pretty much being the difference in the scoreline.
Oh, it's a locked game, Bobzilla.
Frosty somehow doesn't pick up the rocket stay, but that's fine because he gets to MG and rifle, and now he can abuse this position. Master trying to do some chip damage to force him to give up green in a way that actually benefits Master. And that rifle will do it. So now Frosty should be able to secure yellow. The rifle, though? Frosty gets it. This rush is not going to work for Master. Free kill for Frosty. That rifle was so huge to hit there from Frosty. So was that one. Master getting the MG...
From a pistol.
Master getting the MG spawn was so dangerous for Frosty right there. Could have been tilting and disastrous, and Frosty clutches it out. So now he can go straight up here. And he'll have plenty of time to get the quad.
Frosty with a 78% rifle accuracy.
Yeah. It's taking the long way.
81.
Okay. Raphaelsti? I don't know. That one doesn't really work. Raphael. That's pretty funny. Master clutches, though. That's fine. Frosty's already banked a 6-kill lead.
You can always call him Fart, Steve.
But why, though?
It's art.
Oh, yeah. Good one. All right. Fartsty with the 80% rifle accuracy. And it's coming through again. I think Master got up there. Yeah, he did. But that's
I think he missed a singular rifle so far.
Sounds about right. And that is why I hate playing this map, among other things.
Oh my, what was that?
That was just some jump pad shenanigans, no big deal.
That was just some corruption game.
So he's got the position here. Yellow's a little off, but he should be able to force Master into a lot of damage.
No.
Doesn't quite get it, but that's not too bad. He'll get health boost and he'll be in good position for quad. Master delays Yellow, trying to get them synced back up again for some reason, I guess.
No.
He's well, yeah. Why is he down here?
Why is he dropping his rifle accuracy?
It might be okay for him still. It is
It's
sort of.
fine if you have
Oh my
6
god, this is about to be epic.
Holy shit. Oh.
Master's movement, man, so good. And
Master's luck on
but
the spawn to be able to make it in time.
that was pretty wild sequence of events. Frosty was not prepared for quad, and it turned out to just be okay, barely.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
So the health boost and the Y are synced, which Master's about to take full advantage of. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like it. It was kind of greedy. I mean, it's just, there's an argument for it, but it was kind of greedy. And now quad's coming up, and in 10 seconds, a little delayed because of the craziness that happened, but now in 10 seconds. And Master is not that low, but Frosty, yeah. Oh my god, what are they doing? Oh my god. God, I could never win this map ever again in my entire career if I wanted to, because everyone's just so much better at movement than me nowadays.
Is it time for a boot camp?
No, it's time to continue not playing. Either way, Master with the clutchest of rifles there to stop that quad run from getting out of control, but Frosty, I would just, yeah, perfect.
Health boost.
Y is a little behind health boost now, and oh, great spawn for Frosty to have Master get. And now they will run, and Frosty gets it, 15. Lag from me, presumably. Yeah, it's from me.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I will stop lagging soon, because right now I'm lagging like a motherfucker. And it looks like the lag is still going, not as bad. Okay, yep, lag is over. But it did make me lose my train of thought. Quad damage is coming up at about 7, and Frosty is in pretty good shape, but Master has the stack advantage.
Master does have the jump to get there and get absolutely fucked.
In 10 seconds.
Yeah,
The other way around.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad for Frosty. And Frosty gets the lucky MG spawn again. And now yellow armor's in about 10 seconds. Frosty's let Master get out in front and get health boost, but I think that's fine. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because
Master
Frosty just
going
hits
for
all MG.
Yeah, but Master going for health boost there was pretty greedy, not gonna lie. So now 13 on yellow. And Frosty just needs to get onto health, which there's a lot of on this map.
Playing that game.
He's got time to get health before quad. But he's got to be really careful. And he's being really careful, but it's kind of putting him in some difficulty. Alright, now he's got some health. Now he needs to get to quad. This is fine.
And now he's
positioning.
chilling.
Yeah, yellow's going to be up soon and then
Oh,
quad.
he gets bunked off.
That's actually
But
fine.
he can...
Wow.
Ooh.
He's alright, he needs to not tilt off that fall, because now Master's going to get quad for free.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Decent shotguns, not much. That fall could be a game-losing play. That's why I also tilt on corruption so bad. Master's delaying quad. I like that choice. He should be able to delay it enough to get yellow for free with it.
So
Frosty's just
Frosty...
gonna... This is bad. This is really bad.
If Frosty doesn't know that he's delaying it.
It's good that Master's chasing him there. No, Master gives up the chase. Because I think Frosty's gone too passive here. Well, I don't know. It could work. He doesn't... Does he know that Master delayed it? I don't think he does.
I don't think he did it. I think he just wanted to wait out the quad and not be too obvious to go on the health boost. So he just sat out there and Master had the better play by just delaying it.
I like what Frosty's doing here. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Chef's kiss. He started to put pressure on. I think Master's still gonna get this yellow, but that's okay. He's reset the health boost over stack. Ooh, that's unfortunate. He can still do a lot here. Yep.
Oh, Master with the confidence, and it's a mutual.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Oof.
Frosty just needs to hit a rifle here.
Health boost.
If he had one.
There's rifles, but they're not up. Unfortunate for Frosty that the rifles weren't up there.
Oh, he got hit through the wall. I'm not sure
And
if
Master spotted him.
Ah.
But Frosty
Yeah.
moves out. I don't even remember what I was going to say before because too many things happened. But this is going to be a nail biter. Oh, I was saying...
Will he redeem himself?
Frosty did well to put pressure on Master with rifle, which then forced him into the position at teleport. Anyway... And I think he's going to try the same strat again, but it's not going to work unless he can get green first, which now he gets green off spawn, but now he has no rifles. He needs to make sure he doesn't lose timing on the items, so that when he does kill Master, he'll be able to get back onto the items. That's a great rocket. Bunch of great rockets!
Wow, if the last one hit
Okay, so now he's got timing.
But now he's got nothing.
Yeah, losing that health boost hurts. Master's tank for quad. Frosty just needs to take
Not
up
in the spot for quad here. Unless Master just goofs it. Oh, Master fell off too. He can still make it. No, he cannot.
Frosty's gonna go for the rifle.
I don't think Frosty noticed that Master didn't make it to the quad because he also fell off.
One pistol. No. It's not over.
No.
Frosty just needs to... There was things he could have done. I thought he was gonna go pick up a rifle.
We're always talking from seeing both people. And not having to play in the moment.
Of course.
That's always the thing to...
This is fine for Frosty here.
Health boost in 10
It's a
seconds.
good way to
Rifles?
stay out of...
Lucky MG?
How is he just hit those, man? You just answered it as I said it.
Okay, 36 for YA. The quad's going to be coming too late. He can't rely on it. He just needs to kill him, honestly.
Rifle. I think he should move in for the kill there.
No, the rifle! Master's really smart to do that.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Oh, he's so close. Frosty.
That rifle would have ended the game. That rifle also...
No! Come on, he's still...
Why does he make it as hard as possible?
Drop?
Master doesn't even need to peek here.
I'm just wondering why Frosty... Like, I don't think he meant to drop down.
He just couldn't clutch it.
Oh
Good
my
game.
god! I wasn't even aware that the timer was so low.
Man. I'm sorry. I just really wanted Frosty to win because now the series is over.
Oh my bad. Right. It was match point. Oh my god. Definitely not GG's.
He just needed to hit that rifle. And I also think before he had a chance for a rifle play that he didn't get.
I so lost track of the timer that I thought there was still well more time to go.
That was Tenshi with the 5. Thank you very much, Tenshi.
Hell yeah.
Man, well, congrats to Master, dude. That was a hard-fought win for him. He eliminates Frosty, double eliminates Frosty. He had the clear advantage on Arrow, and he was able to win Corruption twice.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Really impressive. I mean, this is the biggest win of Master's career, I think. He's been SWAT blocked before or not had any good opponents, but here he had a really good opponent, plus a bunch of, like, really solid players also in the tournament, and he came out on top. I'm impressed. Well, anyway, I wonder if Master wants to do an interview. I don't really have any questions for him. Although maybe he could tell me. He can just tell me his thoughts on the games.
That'd be cool.
I had been doing interviews. Let's just ask him.
Calling a gay person gay is not the front you think it is.
It's a term of endearment, man.
Sure, let's take it that way. Yeah, well, we need to track down Jamra for that.
Yeah, I just messaged him in Discord. He did not answer me. Let me ping him.
The one thing Starch told him. Unbelievable.
He says yes. All right, sick. Let's call this man.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait. I gotta invite Eliza to the call somehow.
Good day, good day. Can you hear me?
Yes, but I need to get Eliza back in this call.
All right.
Can I just invite her to a multi-person call? You would think so, right? Can I just add someone to?
I think you need to maybe create a group.
Okay.
I think we did that with SWAT. There should be a group already.
Well, Eliza left it, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, I can just invite her back to that group. Okay, good thinking. Where would I be without genre? Except that I can't seem to invite her. Wait, no. Add friends to DM. Eliza. Did that work? I have no idea what's going on. God damn it. What? Add friends to DM, Elisa. What's... Oh, I didn't check. Wow. Yeah, add. There it is. Okay, sick. All right, we're in that group, so let's get off this call and then voice chat there.
Yes.
Now it calls everyone.
Yeah, well, so just Mono just needs to ignore this and then swats at work, so he won't
Nope,
have to
he
work
doesn't
to
ignore it.
Wasa, the one and only GG.
GG, thank you.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
So how are you feeling right now, Master?
I feel pretty hyped up. I must say, I always feel super nervous in tournaments, and today that was the case as well. But yeah, I feel great.
Nothing wrong with nerves, man. It's all about how you harness them. It seemed like you harnessed them pretty well. I didn't see anything that was really a throw from you at any point during the game. How did you feel?
Oh, I think there was a lot of throws.
Yeah,
Like,
that's FFA. How did you feel about your arrow walk? I kind of felt like you had a really solid advantage on Frosty there, where you really understood the map better than him. What were some of the ways that you felt or didn't feel that?
yeah, I felt like on Arrowwalk, I basically played it like Ethic. I learned that from Darkfire because he used to beat me there, and he just rushed up to me like I did against Frosty. So that was basically the game plan, and that worked out pretty well.
That is literally the exact opposite of my analysis on it. I thought the reason you
Oh,
won.
really?
I thought the reason you won Arrow was you had a stretch. You built a 10 frag lead where you played control the right way in terms of locking him on green armor side and out of weapons and really strangled him. And then the rest of the game you both played a fake. But that 10 frag stretch or whatever it was where you banked playing control the right way, and then you did take a bunch of risks and lost it. But I thought that was the difference in the game, and I thought Frosty didn't really understand how to do that back to you.
Yeah, that's right. Like the basic idea of Arrowwalk is basically just rotating through the 4 like major weapons, like the double, both MGs and both rockets. So that's just what I did, and it seemed to work out pretty well for the majority of the game, and that helped me to get a decent lead. And then after that, it was just rushing into Frosty after every spawn, and then yeah, that worked out. But I was surprised how well Arrowwalk went, considering I lost to him in practice on that map.
Yeah.
It was a close game, but I still lost.
I think that Frosty can absolutely pull out Arrow because you can efficify it kind of the way you're saying, but it does seem like if one player can actually exercise that kind of control I'm talking about, Frosty can't really do that back to them. He wins them by outputting more damage than the opponent, and your damage output was pretty good today. How about that corruption, man? That corruption was completely nutty. What the fuck?
That was so sick.
Well, both corruptions were pretty troll heavy, I guess. I had a bunch of throws in the games. I don't know, what was the score of the corruption game?
The last one?
Yeah.
24-23.
Oh shit. Yeah. So I think in the majority of the games, I like the opponent got the better start, and it was also the case in that game. I think Frosty went up like 7-0.
Yeah.
Maybe even more.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I sometimes I don't know. I feel pretty comfortable in these situations, like having to fight back. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm in control early on, I just lose it pretty quickly. So having that gives me like, I don't know, motivation to sort of get my game going.
I know exactly what you mean, dude. I totally know that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, damn, the corruption game, now that I think about it, was super close in the end. Like Frosty had like 3 or 4 missed rifles that he could have hit, and I was rifleable the whole quad situation.
Yep.
So if he hits that, it's tied and the game continues.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to, but he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
a little bit of luck, I guess.
A little bit of luck, a little bit of pressure. I mean, the situation you put yourself in. He was kind of lucky before that to get back to that position because he had a bunch of cross-map MG. I was surprised that he trusted the MG that far and that you managed to just get hit by all of it when he was positioning on health boost right going into the last sequence.
Yeah, against Frosty today, I managed to like lose insane amounts of stack super quickly because he's I don't know. There's some fights where my brain just turns off and uh, I don't know. I lose all my stack, Frosty, but I managed to recover from that pretty well.
What are your thoughts on the conflict game? I think that's a map that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. So it was interesting to watch you two play it and sort of see what you guys were doing that I haven't even thought of in real time.
Yeah, conflict is pretty fun once you like get the hang of the teleports. I feel like the teleport under YA gets you to a nice like stretch of the map that is very good in control. SWAT told me that like I don't know a year or two ago. So the main object is basically just going through the teleport. There's sort of an L shape between the GA, the teledest, and the YA. So you just try to keep control of that, and basically similar to Arrow Walk, just keep the opponent in keep him trapped in a certain place of the map. Yeah, that was the main goal, I guess. But I don't know if I played conflict too well. I know in practice I really, I feel like in practice I had a little bit sharper play, but today it was enough.
Yeah, that makes sense because you did have some pretty brutal errors on conflict. There was a quad that you very much threw by forfeiting really good positioning and then eating the damage that would be expected after forfeiting the positioning. At least I think I'm remembering that from conflict. But you also, as you said, had the really nice teleporter play. You even got that one teleport chainsaw sequence, which was highly clippable on Frosty. Remember that?
Yeah, I think it was like I went to the telly, hit him with the nade, and then chainsawed him.
Yeah.
I think that was the play. Yeah.
Put that one in the Frags by Jamra movie that's going to be produced by Inco in 2027. What other questions do I have, if any? I don't know. What were your expectations for this tournament? Did you think you were probably going to win? Was that a toss up to you? Were you feeling like this was a hurdle to overcome or anything?
Well, it was definitely a hurdle to overcome, considering I haven't really won like a bigger tournament. Today wasn't really like the ultimate benchmark because SWAT wasn't playing, and I guess Redon and you, Notas, could at some point like get back into the groove and also be like a quite challenging opponent. So today the tournament was basically just me against Frosty, and that was basically all my preparation. I just I just focused on winning against Frosty. I didn't even consider like the other opponents. Yeah, but yeah, it was. I prepared for it quite decently, I guess. I prepared for it a lot, especially with Cordes. We had a bunch of FFA meetings where we would talk about strategies and rifle angles and whatnot. I don't know, just a bunch of stuff that we discussed. So thanks to Cordes for that.
He really impressed me today. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I had since I moved, I don't know if you noticed, but today I wasn't lagging that much. I wasn't even lagging at all, I think.
Yeah.
I moved into a new flat, new city, and today it was planned that we move like a bunch of furniture over, but that was canceled. So today I had to like improvise a little bit. So I have like this one piece of furniture that I just laid on the floor. I don't know. I can send you a picture if you want. My laptop is basically sitting on the chair that I usually sit on.
Yeah.
So my flat is basically just a chair and that one piece of furniture.
Bro, that's the absolute FFA tradition. Going back to Ace with the cardboard mouse pad and with the G500 on his bed. That's how he used to play. And all the different ghetto setups that I've been on at different points. I remember one tournament I won from. I was on vacation and I pulled out this dresser and found a 2x4 to put on it to extend it into a mouse pad surface. Anyway, point is, all the different amazing setups that people win Sour Run tournaments on. It's a great game.
Yeah, it's cool. I feel somewhat I can't find the right word, but winning like on a lower setup. Like I've been playing on the same laptop for the past 4 years, and uh, the only real gaming setup is like the mouse. I have the
Yeah, yeah.
G305 that you recommended.
Yeah, sick.
Um,
Elisa's still using that.
so yeah, I don't know. It
Good
feels
mouse.
good to win a tournament against a decent field of players with such a low setup. Considering that at some point I might upgrade
Yeah,
to like I don't know 144 hertz, for
right.
example. That would be a great upgrade.
Yeah.
Or
You
just
don't
have it.
have that? Wow.
No, I play on 60 hertz.
Damn.
Um, so yeah, I look forward to upgrading at some point and maybe sharpening up my gameplay a little bit more. But it was enough today, and I'm really, I'm grateful for that. I
I
don't know.
thought you were good.
It's
I thought this was a big tournament for you. I agree, by the
yeah,
way,
it
with
is.
that. Even though you couldn't have SWAT, which is like, yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes you can't have the best player doesn't show up to whatever tournament. But I thought, I mean, Frosty put in a few practice games. He's a really tough opponent. He's won tournaments in the past. You have not won a tournament other than the ladder, so I agree that this was probably your biggest win. Even though I definitely thought you were due. I didn't know how long SWAT may or may not block you, but I definitely knew you were going to win one of these eventually. So yeah, I do think it was a pretty big win for you, even though the field was small but very stacked overall. I mean, pretty much everyone who played today knew what they were doing more or less, and yeah, I think to come out on top of that field of players is pretty impressive.
Thank you.
What would you think about this? Is kind of looking to like the tournament. The interview was going towards a nice like wrapped up place, and this is kind of just blowing it open again. But what do you think about the map pool?
Um, well, considering that like the majority of maps played were like uh, Purgatory, Hades, I guess Arrow and Conflict. I don't know if we had any other maps
Was
played.
there any toxicity game?
We don't know if there was any
I
talks. There was a
I
headroom.
don't think so. So the map pool was pretty good. I was hoping that Headroom would stay in, considering Frosty considered taking it out for a bit, because the main goal for me was just getting good at Headroom, because Headroom is sort of like an NMP8 type of map, and then just beating everyone on Headroom.
It like
But
it is,
then,
but it also isn't. It's just they're both Neve maps in the sky, but they're really not that similar in a lot of ways. Just
so
saying.
I practiced Headroom against Tenchi and Frosty and realized that that plan was not going to work out. So I just stuck to what I'm decent at, and that is like corruption, conflict, and arrow walk.
Right.
So the map pool was pretty good, but yeah, not all the maps were played, which is unfortunate.
I'm
I guess
being
we could have
told that all the maps were in fact played. The only map I hadn't
really.
seen was Talks. I watched a headroom between Manu and Furry that was actually awesome. It was a really good game.
Oh,
But
that's
I'm being
interesting.
told that Talks was played between Cordes and Furry. So all the
Oh,
maps did get played.
well then, never mind what I just said. But for me, the map pool was basically just these 3, maybe 4 maps.
Yeah.
So there was never a point where I even considered picking or not vetoing any of Hades or Headroom. Purgatory is fine, I guess. Like Purgatory would have probably been another super close match, but I think Frosty would have come out on top on that map.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Frosty was probably keeping Purgatory in his back pocket. Although I guess he was already on his second pick. So yeah, maybe he should have picked Purgatory first.
Yeah,
But I can't.
didn't
You
really.
can't fault the corruption pick. I mean, he's really solid there.
Yeah, he's solid there, but I don't know. I felt like, in spite of the throws I had in there, I felt like my corruption is like a little bit better than his. So I was very surprised that he picked corruption, because to me that was like, damn, this is like the chance to win it. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
interesting. I was on the same brain length as him. I thought his corruption would be better than yours, but you won it twice, so I mean, you might just be right and we're wrong. I feel like the style of play favors his rifle, but as far as you have a better ability to I think you're more comfortable syncing and desyncing the items there. You had a nice sync, desync, and resync on health boost and YA at one point. I remember one time you actually chose to resync health boost and YA because you'd been struggling to get back into the map, and I thought that was a really nice play. It worked out pretty well. So I do think in that sense you're a little more prepared to think how to split the two items. But I thought, with his rifle and just with, he seems to have a solid understanding of how corruption works. But in the end,
Yeah.
he couldn't clutch the rifle, and he was shooting 80%. We were calling him Raphael Frosty Fartsty. Lisa came up with, which sounds like something. But anyway, yeah, no, you did win it twice, so maybe we all learned something today about not underestimating Master on corruption. Yeah, man. All right, so anything you want to say to your fans? Anything you're looking forward to and hope to see in Sauerbraten, or are you just feeling good and down for whatever?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I look forward to more FFA tournaments in the future, like at least one in the upcoming, I don't know, 4 to 5 months. When the winter hits, I'm definitely prepared to put in more time than I did now.
Yeah.
Time to run an FFA tournament with the shittiest map pool imaginable.
I think we already had that with the medal tournament.
Hey, come on.
So that actually did happen, right? I just totally ignored that, but it did happen, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it did happen.
Wow, cool. I get that was really fun.
Medal 2, Medal 3, Medal 4.
But we would need like a remake of that tournament with Medal 1, though.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, thanks to Cordis for helping me with the preparation. He really he always underestimates his play and his knowledge, but he really helped me a lot.
Dude, he was so good today. I really was impressed. I did not know he was as good as he is. He had a super epic clutch against
Avior.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he clutched. I didn't watch this game, but his scoreline versus Furry, he almost clutched that.
Yeah, 1 frag difference.
But yeah, I was
looking forward to Cordis getting like at a better level than he is now, because he's been improving a lot and he's been putting in the hours. And yeah, so thanks to Cordis, thanks to the SQ gang, SQ reigns supreme.
They do, actually. Yeah. You guys do. I mean, if you counted up all the FFA wins in the last 5 years or whatever, SQ is looking pretty good. So all right, that's gonna wrap it up. Congratulations to Master. Congratulations to Cords for being the true behind the scenes hero, winning the tournament. Completely overrated. Thanks to Frosty for running it. Thanks to Hades for having a name that we like to throw in the name of the tournaments to troll him. Thanks to Elisa for helping me co-cast, and thank you to the Sauerbraten community for being a community that still exists in the year 2022. That's it. Yeah. Ending the stream. Everyone have a nice day.
Goodbye.